Guys, how's it going? Ruben here from the Midnight Garage. In the last video about the wire tug, people were really positive, people really liked it, but people didn't like the fact that I didn't talk more about how to solder wires. Now I figured, okay, let's make a separate video just about how to solder wires for a wire tug. First up, you need wires. If you're going to do a wire tug, I recommend going to the scrapyard and getting the wire loom that you are going to lengthen from there. That's because the colors will be the same and you don't get mixed up. Well, next up you need heat shrink together with something to shrink it. That can be either a lighter or a heat gun. Well, then you also need soldering wire. I always use flux core. You also have the regular stuff, but then you need to apply some stuff before you can actually solder. This is everything all in one and makes the process go a whole lot easier. And finally you need a soldering gun. Now, some people use an iron, I use a gun. The reason is because you can turn it on and after roughly 5 seconds it's warm enough for you to actually go and solder it. And then when you depress it, it's probably cooled down also in around 5 seconds. So you can put it down somewhere on the carpet inside your car or whatever, and you don't have to worry about melting stuff away. With the soldering gun, it's obviously getting a lot warmer. And it takes longer for it to heat up and it takes longer for it to cool down. So yeah, you can do more complex stuff with soldering iron, but the gun itself is a whole lot easier to work with, specifically for a wire tug. Well, I'll first show you how heat shrink works. I use some bigger stuff and a pen so you can see it clearer. You just put it over it. Usually if you have soldered like this area, you just put this over. And then you use something to heat it up, for example this. And this is just the first method. Usually it's a lot easier when you have a smaller set. And there we are, it's shrunk. Now I'll show you something else with the heat gun. Perfect. Also, never ever use tape because it's going to ruin your car, because you're driving around and the tape will come loose sooner or later and then you're going to short the wires and you're going to fuck everything up. So always use heat shrink. Well, I'll teach you two methods. This is the official method. This basically means soldering two pieces separately. That's the first one. And that's the second one. As you can see, it has the stuff over it. And now, I hope I can do this with one hand. Now they're both together. As you can see, well, the idea behind this is that because they're two separate wires, you can simply put the soldering gun next to it again and then take them off again. So if you make a mistake, it's not permanently. So that's method one. And now I'll show you method two. Method two basically is you combine the wires and twist them like this. So you get one lump, and then when you use the soldering gun, you put them together like this. Now it's all together, you can pull it, and then obviously put heat shrink over it. But because this is a much stronger bond than the previous one, but obviously you can't put this, you can't take it apart again. You have to cut it off if you want to remove it. Well, and that's basically all there is to it. And now you can go and continue and touch your wire loom. and you can have a massively clean engine bay and everybody will give you mad respect. Well, one thing I do want to say is go and practice a lot. Don't do this the first time. You're gonna make some mistakes, but just get some spare wires, solder everything together. It's not that hard, but you know, a bit of extra practice is good. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did. I am going to make a few more wire tuck related videos, so do subscribe if you want to see those. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.